What kind of parent destroys their baby's eyes because he wouldn't stop crying? Yeah, that's the question I've been sitting with for the last 4 years. I'm legally blind, have been since I was about 2. My whole childhood was surgeries, patches, low vision therapists, the whole deal. Every time a new retina specialist asked, so what caused the bilateral retinal detachments in a toddler, I'd shrug and say the only thing my parents ever told me. I cried a lot as a baby, I guess. The doctors would raise an eyebrow, scribble something, and move on. Even I knew it sounded stupid, but it's what mom and dad said, so I repeated it like a parrot for 30 plus years. Mom died in 2008, liver failure, shockingly. Dad followed her in 2021. Cancer got him quick. After the funeral, 2 separate aunts, one from mom's side, one from dad's, pulled me aside on different days and told me the same story, word for word, like they'd been waiting decades to unload it. Turns out, when I was around 4 or 5 months old, I was a colicky little bastard, screamed all night, every night. Mom was already deep into the vodka by then. We all knew that part growing up. The orange juice in the fridge was never just orange juice. But what nobody ever said out loud was that when I wouldn't shut up, she'd lose it, grab me by the ankles, swing me down, and bang my head on the floor until I stopped crying. Not once, not twice, enough times that both retinas detached and scar tissue basically turned my eyes into useless jelly. Dad knew. He was right there. He just let it happen. Then they both decided the family story would be he cried too much and something eyes. And that was that. I didn't believe the aunts at first, thought maybe they were confused or exaggerating because of old grudges. Then I dug up an MRI I had done in 2021 for chronic headaches. The radiologist note at the bottom said, old bilateral retinal detachment with physical changes, most consistent with perinatal or non-accidental trauma. In plain English, somebody fucked me up on purpose when I was a baby. That was the moment the room started spinning. I just sat on my kitchen floor and stared at nothing for like 3 hours. My wife found me there when she got home from work. I'm 38 now. I've got a decent job, software tester, all screen readers and high contrast everything, a wife who's a goddamn saint, 2 little kids who still have perfect vision. I spent my entire life trying not to be angry about being blind because I thought, hey, random medical bad luck, it happens. Finding out it was my own mother, someone I loved until the day she died, someone I mourned, that shit rewired my brain. I'm in therapy now, EMDR, because apparently this counts as complex childhood trauma even though I have 0 actual memories of it. Some nights I wake up imagining what it must have sounded like, my tiny skull hitting the linoleum. Makes me want to throw up. The worst part? I still catch myself wanting to call Dad and ask why he didn't stop her, why he lied to me for 35 years. But he's gone. They both are. They took the secret to their graves and left me holding the bag. Sometimes I look at my own kids when they're screaming at 2 a.m. and I just freeze. Not because I'd ever hurt them, God no, but because I understand how thin that line can be when you're exhausted and at the end of your rope. The difference is I walk out of the room, put noise-canceling headphones on, tag my wife in, whatever it takes. They chose differently. So yeah, that's how I lost my sight. My mom smashed it out of me because I cried too much. I don't know what else to say. I'm still processing, still furious, still grieving parents I thought I knew. If you've got kids, or you were a difficult baby, or you grew up with parents who scared you, drop your story below. Did you ever find out something about your childhood that completely flipped your world? How did you handle it? I could really use some voices that get it right now.